All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Who's ready for some blues? What's up, T-Man? All right, Dad. First on today. You beat Rick. All right, here's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to talk about, this is Chord Academy, but we're also, I think, live on YouTube this morning. And also I sent out this email to a few friends. So here we go. We're going to do a C9 chord in our left hand and our first 5 notes of the blues scale in the right hand. We will go over 5 different licks today within this group. Hey, Rick, T-Man beat you out by just a little bit. Good to see you, Gandalf, and the original James Taylor. All right, so for Chord Academy, remember it's important to focus in on our chords, and then if we just had chords and didn't have any licks, it wouldn't be any fun either. So I have backing tracks for us this morning, and those will be in the membership area for the YouTube channel, which I'm excited about. And of course, all access, don't worry, because you will have access to those as well. But here we go. Let's dig into these, and you let me know if it's too loud. I might turn this down just a little bit. I think it might be loud. Start that over, and then you guys let me know when I start playing along. Here we go. 2, ready. Yeah, he's on it. 2 and 3 and 4. Then our F13, bottom 2 notes go down. And then we're gonna go up to G13, 2 and 3. Hey, Vicky, good to see you, Queen Vic. And then to F, and then to C, and then it goes to G again. And now it's gonna go up a half step. What's up, Vance, the poet that lets you know it? That's my bad. It actually goes for 4 measures of D flat, then G flat, 2 and 3 and 4. Don't be afraid of D flat. We've got this. Now the 5 chord of D flat is A flat 13, and then G flat 13, and then D flat 9, 2 and 3 and 4, and what's up, Doug? So then we go back to C. We get our something that's comfortable, right? C9, 4 of those, F13, 3 and 4 and 2, back to C9. The 5 chord, which is G13, F13, and then we do C9, and then we're going to go to B, so B9, 2 and 3 and 4. Hey, what's up, J-Man in the house? Everybody say hey to J-Man. Man, we've missed you, J-Man. 2 and 3 and 4 and E13, back to B9. To F sharp, 2 and 3 to E, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the top, and we're just gonna go C. Oh, here we go. Wait. What is this track doing? Interesting. This track's just supposed to go through 4 times. Not sure what happened. Oh, let me just check one thing. It's always something, you know. Let's see. We have our YouTube, iMusicAcademy YouTube. Our backing tracks. Let me just check them in here. One second, everyone. Okay, it's right here. And let me check this BPM right here. Okay, these are right. So let me do something really quickly. I am going to delete those. I'm trying to get set up for a workshop that I'm probably going to do this afternoon. And just give me 1 second. This will help everybody who's here. Let's see. I'm going to go into the IMA members backing tracks. I'm going to delete these 3. Actually, I'm going to do short here. New folder, we'll call this up, down, short videos. And then we're going to add these. That's just a one-time through, but we don't want that. We want the full thing. We're going to go here, and we're going to upload these. All right, now, let me go back to seeing you guys on the live stream. What's up? Okay, good to see all of you again. Man, J-Man, good, so good to see you. Yeah, David is J-Man. Okay, so we're talking about building some confidence here, and I love all the feedback I've been getting on the YouTube channel for the and through our members of just the up-down approach. People saying, I didn't think I'd be able to play in D flat, and here we go. Now we're doing that. And same thing with the key of B. Hey, Hugh. Everybody say hey to Hugh. Hugh is the bookends of iMusicAcademy. Always here at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So this idea of the first 5 notes of the blues scale, then we go up. The up-down approach is always something comfortable, and then you're going to go up a half step, and then you go back down to comfortable, and then you go down a half step. So then I'm first 5 notes of the B blues scale. Same thing with our voicings, which we're going to go through in just a minute. And the goal for this morning is to do several things. We're going to take 5 different ideas and get this idea. When you use these backing tracks, and you guys, of course, have access to these backing tracks that I just made, and it took a while to get them right. But you have this idea of the first 5 notes of the blues scale. You also have 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. What does that give us? It gives us the minor third to major third sound, right? Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, I see that I'm not live right now. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So then when you go up to D flat, same exact thing. And remember that a lot of the time our confidence can come from visual representations of the notes. This thing right here. Wait, you say Dave? No, that's Dave P. We have a lot of Daves at iMusicAcademy in our memberships. J-Man, yeah, you need to know J-Man. J-Man is a very faithful member of our iMusicAcademy. So here we go. You have D flat. So when I play this D flat, if I'm in the key of D flat, I go 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, and what this does is I'm up in the key a little bit, and I put my middle finger on the third of the triad. And if you understand that, got it in the chat. And my fingering is just this: 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. And you get up into the keys and make that happen. Now, if your fingers don't fit up in there, then just do 2. I play this kind of fingering as well: 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1. And you can tell me what feels more comfortable for you on that particular idea. But notice the visual of that. Now, Vicky says, Queen Vic says, an enclosure, and she's exactly right. An enclosure is when you have a target note, like the E of a C triad, and you go around, you have notes surrounding the target note, and it makes a really nice sound. Like I could play the blues, and I could go enclosure, I could go, and then on F, I could enclose that one. I'm still thinking about my G triad, F triad, and C triad. I could go. All right, Bill is in the building. Bill, how are you doing? Everybody say hey to Bill. Something about Bill. Bill's been hanging around. He's still kind of figuring out what he wants to do and everything. But man, there are always a few people that have been hanging out at iMusic Academy, and I'm like, that is the perfect person to be a part of our group. But everybody's on their own schedule and everything. But everybody, make sure you say hello to Bill. It's awesome that you're here this morning. All right, we have 15 people watching. This is really cool. Okay, so we just talked about the importance of visualizing those da 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 da. That's the enclosure. Another thing we said is the first 5 notes of the blues scale. We know that, and then going down 3 half steps, and now you're at the A blues scale. Now, there are 5 licks we're going through today, and you're going to have confidence in all keys. Eventually, I'm going to do a master class this afternoon, but this morning, you're going to have the up-down approach. So I want all of our 15 people hanging in there to know that we're getting confidence on this Ray Charles stuff and being able to say, all right, well, let's put that in a different key. Like, let's do the crunch key or the hammer-on key. You have to be able to learn how to hammer on a key, and that's where you're going to build some confidence. And so I had Ian from our YouTube channel membership. He's been commenting on a lot of the progress he's had, which I love it. Keep the comments coming. I want to know how you're using this stuff. But he said he figured out finally that this Ray Charles blues lick right here, notice that when I'm down here and I go the last few notes, and Ian sent me a message, said, hey, now I get it. This is the 4 notes from the A blues scale, the trick I say every time. Like, you can do Ray Charles, you can go, and then right here, right? So that Ray Charles stuff gets you into that first 4 notes of the A blues scale. And if you understand that, put yes in the chat. Or got it. You can put that as well. All right, we're going to turn on the track, and we're going to get some real-time work in. So I told you a couple of the different things we're going to do. Sometimes we'll do left-hand voicings, which we did at the very beginning of the stream. Also, we're going to go over the 5 notes of the blues scale. Sometimes I'll go down to what scale do you use for, C, use A minor. For D flat, use the first 4 notes of the B flat blues scale. And then for B, use the first 4 notes of the A flat blues scale, okay? So we're going to take everything really nice and slow, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips along the way, and we're going to have fun doing a real-time practice session. And I think I am this afternoon, I think I'm going to send out a massive email to my entire email list and say, hey, I'm going to do a workshop. I haven't done a workshop in a long time. But I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to do a workshop if anybody's interested. We're going to do practicing in all keys, and we're going to go through, and I'm going to have backing track that goes through all keys. And I'm going to do simple things just like we're doing this morning. So here we go. Let's turn on the track and have some fun. Hopefully these tracks are right now. We'll go the middle one, which is 90 beats. No. It still keeps doing the video as... Let me just look at this. Trying to figure out why it's only 2.5 minutes long when it shows me. Oh well, we'll just do the one time through then. Here we go. So let's warm up. This is the up down approach. F13 with that, and the C9, to D13, to F13, to C9. Now we're gonna go up a half step, and I think that's probably pretty loud for you guys. Let me turn that down just a little bit. So I'm up into the keys for D flat. All of those notes are going to work when you improvise. Now you get to go back to something comfortable. Here we go. C. Now here I'm just practicing the scale. F13, Still thinking blues scale. G13, blues scale. Now we're going to go down to B. We're going to do the first 5 notes of the B blues scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and down to E7. Okay, now I'm going to stop this track since it's going to stop anyway. I'm going to get the right, I just saw the right tracks and then I tried to pull them over and for some reason it's pulling over the short versions. All right, now, do you understand how much confidence you're going to get if we spend a little time focusing on 3 different keys at a time? I've already done some other up-down keys where it's B flat, B, and A, those kinds of things. So, the great thing about the B blues scale is watch this. It's just one black key, F sharp. And I want you to put got it in the chat. I want everybody to make sure you understand this. B blues, you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now there's an interesting thing that happens with our blues scales is that you have, if you have 3 notes, you fingers 1, 2, 3, and then you do 1, 2, 3 again for days, all the way up the scale. You can do the B blues scale, and notice again that it has 1 sharp that's F sharp, B, D, E, F, F sharp, A, and then it starts over, and you go 1, 2, 3 all the way up and down the keyboard. But what's interesting about this as well is that only when you get to the top note in the right hand is when you use finger 4. Okay, only when you're done going up your octaves are you going to give me 4 on the B at the top. Now, if you're playing this in the left hand, you actually start with in this case, B is the only one that does, we start with the pinky. I go 5, 3, 2, 1, and then it's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, 3, 2, 1. So I'm still doing the 3, 2, 1s all the way up. And when I get to the, when I get to the top, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And at the end, I would either be on my pinky or my 4th finger, but I think it's pinky is the best there. So I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. And if I were to put those together, that's exactly what it'd be, 5 and 3 and 2. But notice my thumbs are together. And then whatever note I get to the top, it's 4 when I'm done, and I come back down. But don't worry about trying to get both hands at the same time right now. We're trying to get the blues scale going up and down. Now for D flat, let's go to D flat. I'm going to show you the exact same trick. I'm going to tell you what I always say, and I repeat things a lot on purpose, is that when you're playing the blues scale, if you're in the key of C, you really think about finger 4 as being your transition on F sharp. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm really visualizing that 4th finger getting to F sharp. And then as I go up, it's the same fingering all the way over and over. When I get to the top, I go 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm visualizing whenever I'm going up and down the keyboard for the key of C, I visualize that F sharp, which perfectly gets me into this 1, 2, 3, 4 of the C blues scale, right? When you go to D flat, you're going to use the other fingering. Now with these 2 fingerings, you can play all your blues scales in every single key. And you're going to do this. For D flat, you do 1, 2, 3, C sharp, or D flat, F flat technically, but we'll just do what's easy. We'll say D flat, E, G flat, or F sharp, and you go G, A flat, B, D flat. Okay, watch again, you have C sharp. I like to think of it in C sharp sometimes as well, but anyway, D flat, E, F sharp, G, A flat, B, D. Now, we know that F sharp and G flat are the same notes. It's just however you like to think about it. So D flat, the correct way would be to say, all right, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. That's the D flat scale. And then I would say, all right, what's the root? Okay, what's the minor third? And it's technically F flat would be your minor third. But I just like to think of it D flat, E. You can say G flat if you want. And then G, A flat, B, and D flat. But watch the fingering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, until you get to the top note. Now, Gandalf, which is Rick is the Gandalf, he's the wise one of iMusicAcademy, says we have the B blues that has 1 sharp F sharp. And he's absolutely right. Notice that when you play the B blues, you only have 1 sharp to worry about. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me do it super slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the track and we're going to go through our 3 different scales for the blues. We're going to go C first, then we'll go up and do the up-down approach. Here we go. We have C. Again. Now I'm going to play the left-hand voicings along, but you don't have to if you're not ready for that. That's F13 to C9. And then G, F13, sorry. Now, here we go. We're going to go up a half step to D flat 9. The finger is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the great thing about whenever you're in a different key, like D flat, the D flat blues scale will work over the entire progression. Go back to our comfort key. Here we go. Maybe I want to do my finger exercise by doing this. Come down the scale, up the scale. All right, now we're at B blues. Here we go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now what we're going to do, now we're really getting somewhere, and I said that one of the things you can do is whatever key you're in, you go down 3 half steps, and then you have something else to play. All right, if you guys are with me and enjoying learning like this, please let me know in the chat. And even if you're not enjoying, that's fine too. 3 half steps down get you A minor. Listen, first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Works over the entire blues. So just remember, when you're in the C blues, you go down 3 half steps, and that gets your secret scale, right? All right, now we go up a half step. 3 half steps down from D flat is B flat minor. Just always remember that for D flat, the secret scale is the first 4 notes of the B flat minor scale. All right, go back to our comfort key, A minor. scale. So now we're going to go to the key of B, and let's first do our first 4 notes or 5 notes of the B blues scale. Right, we have that. But we go 3 half steps down from B, and it's G sharp minor or A flat, either way you want to look at it. So for B major, your secret scale is the G sharp minor blues scale. First 4 notes. Now, if you're enjoying that, if you enjoyed that, let me know. And make sure I'm live here. Let me stop that. And let's click the live button. Okay, now that takes care of 2 of the ideas. Now I'm going to show you another idea that we said is very important. We just did the idea of the enclosure, which is really important to know, but I think for now we're gonna skip that because I want to do something a little more accessible. For this idea is, remember that whatever key you're in, and Bill, are you enjoying this as well? Is everybody feeling good about this? When you are playing a C blues and you want something that has a little sauce to it, right? You put your middle finger on that note, whatever key you're in. And then you notice again that your minor third is, your pinky is hanging over the minor third, your middle finger's on the C, and then you have the G and the B flat. And you just go up and down, ba da 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 da. And all those notes will work over all of the keys, ba da 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 da, of any of the songs, any of the chords is what I meant to say. All of the chords will work with that. So that's another fun little trick. And what it does is when you play the C blues scale and you get to the top, like you end on the tonic, which is the C if you're in the key of C, but when you go up to that minor third, you get a little tension there, a nice little tension, da 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 da. But your trick getting there, and everybody can do this like immediately. If I say, all right, we're playing a C blues, and you say, all right, my middle finger's going there, my hand just naturally wants to hover over that E flat. You can use finger 4 at the top or your pinky at the top. And my thumb, look at my thumb, it's just hanging over there naturally. And I go flat 7. Okay? So let's turn on the track and let's do that again. That's a lot of fun there. So we're in the key of C at first, and I'm going to play the left-hand voicings. Here we go. I could go. But even when I change chords to F, I'm still on this. And notice how all the notes work. All right, now we're going to go up a half step. So now we're in D flat, and my middle finger's going to go on D flat now, and there's my minor third, and there's my pattern for D flat. Yeah, just get the notes down, even if it's just one hand. Now we get to go back to our comfort key of C, middle finger on C. All right, going down to the key of B. Middle finger goes on B. Here we go, pinky on D. Here we go. Now, that's a great way to focus in and get those down, right? All right, now what we're going to do is it's 8:44, and we're getting close to the end of this lesson, but I'm going to go just a few more minutes to do one more thing. I want to deal with the Ray Charles lick, okay, because this is important, and there are really important reasons as to why I want to deal with this lick. There are two licks that we talked about. One I already did. We talked about the enclosure. So if you want that major third, you go 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. And again, if you visualize the pattern of C, the C triad, I could go da 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 on any key, da 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 E, right? For E flat, D, and all I'm thinking is whatever the triad, I'm thinking of surrounding it. I have this 5-note pattern, but I'm visualizing whatever key I'm on. I go 3, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1 for D flat, right? For C, for B, for B flat, for A, for A flat, for G, F sharp, right? F sharp, F, E, right? And the way we can get this is we do repetition, even things like this, where we say, all right, I'm going to spend today, and I'm just going to go get C down. I'm visualizing the C, E, G, and I'm going to go ba da 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 da. It's not a bad idea to sing along. Da, 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 da. So I'm getting tension and release there. So that is one idea you can do. But where we are going to finish this lesson today is I want you to think about the Ray Charles lick, right? It comes right out of this one is in our 20 tips for 5-minute practice success course, but all it is the original Ray Charles lick is on the 5th. So it's like this. For what I'd say, and the bass line is going along, and you do, right? Everybody knows that. And then you have to learn how to lock the hands up for even that. But the great thing about licks like that, these Ray Charles style licks, is that's right out of the blues scale. Remember that our C blues scale is 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, 1 of the C major scale. And so when I play all these notes, I'm using only the blues scale, right? But you can also use that kind of lick on the 3rd. So I'm going 2, slide the minor third to the major third, and I go 5, 6. And then I'm coming down, and just like Ian pointed out, as you come down, you go 3, 3, and then when you slide down to 3, 3, you're doing the bottom half of the A minor, or you're doing the A minor blues scale first 4 notes. And Ian pointed that out. He said, oh, he finally realized that the secret scale that we have here comes right out of that Ray Charles lick. And you go, oh, that's why this is so important. And these licks, when I go, all that is the A minor blues scale. And that's our fun little secrets that we have there. Secret sauce there. Okay. Now, let's talk about the Ray Charles fingering. Down home fingering, we call it. I call it. Because when I started as a classical musician, I never would have thought I would be ending up doing like 3 to 3. I tell you guys that kind of stuff all the time because I think it's important. You have to get used to this idea of 3 3. So even 2 2 2, you have to get used to that, don't you? Now, I would like for you guys to know, I want to put this in the chat. Let me know if the fingering is starting to get more comfortable, the idea of 2 2 and then sliding down 3 3. I want to know how you're feeling about that because in our academies, we've been doing that a lot. Like I preach this all the time of getting used to that down home fingering. Okay, and then when I get your responses, then we have 2 other keys to do, and then we turn on the track and we'll be done with this lesson for today. Rick says he loves the rhythm between the riff. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, now watch this. When we go to the key of D flat, we cannot slide 2 to 2, and we do what we call a hammer-on fingering. So the first thing I want you to notice is when I'm in the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, the second note is where this lick starts, doesn't it? For Ray Charles, I go 2, 2 on the minor third, major third, 5, 6. But I start on 2. So when I go up to D flat, I start on 2 with my thumb. I hammer on fingers 2 to 3, and I have to practice this. And I want everybody got it in the chat of what your task is to do, and that is to take 1, 2, and 3, and just practice this. This may take you 5 minutes, it may take you a week, it may take you a month, but you're going to get it. Just practicing getting to the third. So D flat major, I know that major scale, and that's one thing that I love for you guys to know is your major scales, and I can help you with that if you're having trouble. I have guides, I have sheet music, all of the above. But watch this, I go 1, 2, 3. So our D flat scale, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. I start on the second note with my thumb, and I go 1, 2, 3. And as I play this, I want the same kind of feeling as getting into the major third on C. But now I'm here. Now, you basically have to use fingers 1, 2, 3 and sort of manipulate or almost try to mimic the same slide feel. But now you have to hammer on by doing 1, 2, 3. And then I go finger 4 on the 5th note and my pinky on the 6th note. Okay, and then watch what I do. I can't do the slide down 3, 3. I have to go 4, 3. 4, 3. And I just have to practice. Again. Now, this is going to take, if I told you the other fingering for the slide key may take you 5 weeks, or it may take you a month, it may take you a day, it may take you a long time. But once you get it, it will click and then you'll always have it. And I'm going to say the same thing for the slide key, or the hammer-on keys. The amazing thing about all of this is that as you slide, on all the slide keys, it's the same fingering. Right? If I go to F and I do the same thing, watch this, same exact fingering. If I go to B flat, same thing, same exact fingering. If I go to E flat, same fingering. Okay? If I go to D flat, I have to go to the second note of the scale, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go 4, 3. When I go to B, watch what happens. Hammer on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. So I can play all 12 keys, and you can play all 12 keys for the Ray Charles by knowing these 2 fingerings. The first one is for the key of C. We go thumb on the second note of the scale. And then I use our second finger to get to the third. And I just practice this going up to the 5th, 6th. And then I slide down 3, 3. And you're going to play that over and over. And the great thing is, as you learn this, and once you get the pattern for C down, the muscle memory for C down, the same muscle memory will work when you try to learn it in F. You've already got the muscle memory for each one of those for B flat. And the same thing is true for your D flat. D flat scale is a hammer-on key, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. So when I go down to B, right, when I go to A, same thing, start on the second note of the A scale. And I go minor third, right? And if I go to G flat, same thing, or A flat, I go second note. Okay, same thing for E, same thing, let's do it in E. So E would be second note. And then I go 4, 3. D major, same thing. Yeah, I think that's all the keys. Let's do B again. Okay, so Vance says, the poet who let you know, it says you had to play the key of of B for like an hour. That's awesome, Vance. That's really good. And that's why we're doing this in small sections, right? We do C, D flat, and D. All right, we're going to close out by doing one more time through the backing track, and we're just going to work on the Ray Charles lick. Right hand only. The first key is C, and we do finger 1. When I mean that, I mean the slide key, fingering. Now, when it goes to F, technically, I could do it in F, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm going to say we'll go back to like the A blues scale. I'll just use the bottom half of the blues scale. All right, here it is, Ray Charles. Now we go up to D flat, hammer on. Again. Now here's my B flat, right? Here's our secret scale. All right, go back to our comfort key. Here we go. And 3 and 4. All right, now the key of B, here we go. Again. And now we have the secret sauce. Ray Charles. Nice. All right, I love it. Vance says the B isn't natural for me. That's a good word there. Now, it's not natural for you, yes. That's right. That's right. And that's why we're kind of doing this. Because we know that most of the time we're going to be playing in the key of C, and these slide keys, they sound great. They feel great. Sounds amazing. But isn't it kind of also nice to know that the B scale isn't as hard as we think? You know, like we're thinking, oh, we can't do that. Because the first time you go to try to do a Ray Charles lick in the key of B, you're like, you're going to have a disaster because you're used to this finger slide. But all it is just a different way of thinking about your fingering. And that's what I love, and that's why I say we're not going to give up on this. We're gonna. I'm already seeing breakthroughs from you guys of even D flat. But Vance, isn't it nice to know, and Rick and everybody else, is that as you learn the fingering for the B blues scale, once you learn that one fingering of 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's the fingering you use on all of the other difficult fingerings for blues scales. It's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and on the top note it's a 4, right? So anyway, the only lick that I didn't go over, I was going to do the bonus lick. I'll just show you really quickly. Is this? I love this idea of the 6th note in our scale licks and blues. This kind of has, to me, almost like a Pink Panther kind of sound. Of that, just kind of it has the minor third, it has the A in there, and just almost like a train sound too. But anyway, all that is your C with your A, which is a nice thing, and then I go D and E flat. And so when I go up to D flat, so if you want to try that, all you have to think of is just the root, the 6th note, and the 2nd note up to the minor third. For B, that was your bonus lick of the day. Yep, and then you have these backing tracks. I'm going to put them in the YouTube membership, and then our all access group will have it. And I'll probably put the short one on YouTube too. You don't have to sign up for anything to get this backing track. I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff. But one other bonus tip I was going to say for you guys is that you have the trio voicings and you can study those. But even this kind of stuff, like do these solo piano, like the Ray Charles. Or quarter notes. There's your D flat. All right, guys. So much fun and really awesome chat this morning, and lots of YouTube people hanging out on our lives. And I love to hear from you guys, and especially, of course, our members and our new YouTube channel membership and everything. It's fun to hear from you guys. I love teaching you guys. Very thankful for that. And if anyone is out there and you want to know more about what we do, I would love to talk to you. So you can just send a comment, or you can email me, Bob at iMusicAcademy.com. There are lots of ways to get in touch with me, bobtaylormusic@gmail.com. But anyway, just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm very thankful for each one of you. So what we always do is say goodbye to each other for the day. The next lesson, official lesson, will be for all access was Monday morning, and Chord Academy is Tuesday morning, and we go live at least 4 times a week. Shout out to my dad, who was first on today, Rick, who was a close second. They're always battling back and forth. And then we have Vance on early this morning. Vance is a member of our YouTube channel. Awesome. And Doug, the first ever member of our newest thing, the YouTube channel. Doug, good to see you as well. And then we have, of course, let's see, Queen Vic is in the house. She's a member of everything. And then we have Hugh, who's a all-access member. Hugh is the bookends of iMusicAcademy, always at the beginning, the middle, and the end. And let's see, I want to make sure I got everybody in. And then J-Man was here. J-Man, we have missed you. Please send me an email and catch me up. But he is David J-Man is a member as well. And we have Bill, who's been hanging out at iMusicAcademy. Bill, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. You're awesome. And really cool to be able to hang out with you guys. All right, I think that's everybody. And everybody on the YouTube stream, you guys are amazing. Have a great weekend. Keep practicing. Keep having fun with music. Take it slow. Take it simple. And rewatch this video. Probably the last thing I want to tell you guys for today is this. Please keep commenting on my videos. You know, if signing up for anything is not right for you, don't worry about it. Just leave some comments. Let me know what you've been working on, practicing. I always love to hear that kind of stuff. Have a great day. See you in the next video.